All right, we are going to start. This is Sunday night. I'm a little bit better than I was last week. I know I had started one that I was going to do on a Friday and waited until Monday to get that one completed. But this will be a cherry and a chocolate fudge. And well, it's also going to be placed or cooked in ice cream cone cups. Yes, you can cook with ice cream cones. But no, last week I went to the walk-in clinic because actually Wednesday night I wasn't feeling top of the well, I was a little under the weather, to say the least. Well, I did my testing and whatever on Sunday up to the walk-in. Took them, what was it, about 27 hours even after I had done the COVID test, and they sent me on my way until they let me know Monday afternoon at 4:30, oh, by the way, you've got COVID. And I actually spoke with them while I was at work, so needless to say, when I got home I called work and let them know. So I have had the week off and actually not feeling too bad at all. The worst 2 days were actually that Thursday as well as Friday, and one day I was off and the other day I called out sick. So I also maintained coverage, so I didn't expose anybody else, but I will try and get this mixed in. I've got the cherries already in there for right now. Actually, I am on week 8, the last week of this course, Consumer Behavior, and found out like this morning or possibly yesterday morning that even with not doing anything for the last 2 assignments, which is actually over 330 points, I still could pass the course with a D. Granted, one slide presentation, PowerPoint presentation. Currently I've got I've got over 9 slides, and I believe I'm going to end up with 15. So I should do fairly well on the, since that is going to be 300 points. I don't see myself getting anything less than 200. I still should get a fairly good grade, even if I don't, or if I'm not quite up to par. I'm not too bad. I've been going pretty much touching everything that's required so far. But let's get this on the show, on the road. Alright, I am going to have to add a little bit more of my cherries. I just noticed that this mixture is going to require a little bit more of water content. It wanted a 1.25 cups. I'll just add a little bit more on the cherries. Just a hair more of my cherry or my water content. Tonight it happens to be cherry pie filling. Figure it'll be Since this is a 4-ounce container, I'm putting in approximately half of that, so that should give me my quarter additional water content. I believe the next course, it would be starting in a little over a week. There'll be promotions and something along that line. I've already got the book, I just haven't opened it up. Alright, put that back down in there. It'll be interesting. I may end up utilizing both of my tape pans and doing my standing the ice cream cones in those. The cook times are not going to be what they were for the regular. If I'm not mistaken, doing them in the cones only requires about 12 minutes. Okay. Doesn't like to stand up as well as it should. Let's pull out some cones. Get some cone heads going. It's going to be interesting because if you all recall how ice cream cones are constructed, they have that funky section down on the bottom where it's got those little notches and grooves and whatever, so it makes it kind of difficult to actually get an even flow or an even mix into it. Sometimes you may wish to let them set a little bit so that gravity will pull them down, things along that line. It has been a while. It's been, I want to say, over a year since the last time I had cooked with the cones. As I recall, it doesn't take too terribly much. I actually may, right after I put the initial ones in, I may go back and review what I do have, because there is one of the videos on the channel that deals with the cones. Just not certain of the duration of that video. Alright, so we have one set all ready to go. Also makes it a little funky because making sure you get it down the center, otherwise you're going down those additional spots, which makes things a little bit tougher. Let's see if I can give you a bird's eye view, perhaps. There we go. So that's one, and we actually got that one fairly well right in. Time-consuming part on this is getting the cones filled. I'm going to set that back down. Hopefully we're in somewhat of a good spot. I may end up bringing out a second spoon just to kind of speed things up as far as